what's going on, guys? I think this is working, right? No echoes. Everything on the screen is right. We added the points over here, way over there. We've still got our results at the bottom. So let me know if there is an echo or anything like that. But I think we should be good. So we're going to jump right in. Let's see. Yeah, that would have been exactly Darks. That would have been way worse had he won and then got DQ'd. That would have been the absolute worst case scenario. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this music down a little bit, and we are going to join the Dogleg Garage over at Discord and see what they have to say, and we're going to start giving our driver grades. Everything sounds good on your all's end, right? I don't think I've got an echo or anything crazy. So, all right. Let us jump in to join our Discord here. Got quite a few fellas in here too. All right, guys, we are live on stream right now.
Matt.
We are live on stream.
Oh, gee.
Awesome. Everything sounds good, they say. So, I have my own kind of redneck engineered document that I'm showing on screen.
Okay. Oh, really?
Green on the stream. Yes, sir. Tony Meows. We are getting after it. So let's see. Dice, did you put the thing in chat, in the YouTube chat? It says you said fill out your lists.
Yeah, that's the link. It doesn't automatically link for some reason.
I don't see it, so I don't know. But regardless,
Okay, I'll post it again.
well, and it may not show up on my end, but anyway. All right, so we are going to.
Guys, put in race reaction news is there.
We are going to. We are going to go by finishing order because I understand the numerical order thing that we did last week, but I filled mine out by finishing order, so that is
finishing order is better.
Matt.
Yeah, what's up?
Before you begin, can you please tell me which day you're going to post it on YouTube? The video about the history of Homestead?
Homestead will be out on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, where I just came back from Talladega, very sore. You guys can't tell that I'm sunburnt because I've got lighting that's blowing me out right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, very long, exhausting weekend. But I had fun. Met a ton of race fans. It was awesome. I met some of the guys actually that watched the channel, so that was really cool. So
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's jump in. I think Ryan Blaney, obviously, he gets our first 10, right?
Yep. Sadly, my form does not go in finishing order.
I mean, yeah.
That's fine. We can, and anybody that isn't in finishing order, if you're in numerical, you guys can just go to the driver.
Yeah. Although, do you mind if I say something?
For the rest of us that we can look at, or is it just you tonight, Matt?
No, Dice should have had. I think you said that there was a form, right, Dice?
Yes, there is a form. Yeah. It's in race reaction news.
Except it's just the ratings that we could send in.
Right.
Can I try making the doc real quick?
What Matt's got on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about the race a little bit. If you can make a doc in like 5 minutes, I don't care to sit here and talk to chat, talk to you guys.
Yeah, I can do that.
I could. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know what we could do? Let's go ahead while he's doing his doc. We can at least get like biggest winner and stuff out of the way.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
All right, so Dice, are you making it, or am I gonna make it?
And I think it's pretty apparent that our biggest winner is going to be Ryan Blaney because he was well below the cut line and he just sent himself to the next round. So.
Oh yeah, my bracket's screwed.
Yeah, our brackets are screwed because most of us had Blaney either out of 16 or 12, not making it this far.
Yeah, Darcy. Hey, Dice. So what we can do? I loved the doc, but it seems like I'm outnumbered here, so I think we're gonna go with the doc. Well, yeah, I think that's not. No, I'm saying I liked the form, but I'm just different, I guess, because I'm clearly outnumbered here. So we're gonna go back to the doc format.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, if you guys are seeing what's on the stream, I'm just doing a Word doc with everything on it, and then that way I've got them, and I can have them submitted whenever.
Yeah.
But I just need something nice to be able to put as the background of the stream while I'm talking to folks. So
Yeah, the
Yeah,
farm
I
work.
get that. Although it's nice
honestly-
seeing everyone's ratings so we can compare and stuff.
no,
Here,
absolutely.
what I
And
can do is get around
Darcy
this.
said the same thing. Darcy said the exact same thing. So
Probably
I
because
agree.
then
It was
you can
nice for the
kind of
viewers.
compare between what each of us are thinking, and it's I don't know, it's kind of giving the viewer the feel of, hey, you know, if they join the Discord server, they can actually participate and not just be a viewer. You know, be somebody that's a part of the whole group.
I mean,
I
if
can
you guys
do
if
that.
you guys are
Yeah.
watching, get you a Discord, jumping in here. We're having fun every single day.
Yep.
But
Well,
I
what
mean,
I can do, guys, is I can go in the form and I can add like a question at the very beginning that's required. It's like submit your username or whatever, so you could just so we know who's who, and I can always look back at it.
well, we can also just do the. I think the doc is easier for everybody on like a shared drive. That's how
Yeah.
we were doing
What
it. I think it's a
doc?
lot better.
What dog?
What? Oh, I thought you saying
I'm
okay.
working on it. I'm working on it.
Yeah,
Hold
they're
on.
getting it fixed right now.
I'm
So,
very busy.
Yeah.
who was our biggest loser today? Was it Chastain or Kyle Busch?
Harvick.
Harvick?
I think Chastain.
Oh yeah, I
Harvick
feel
got
like
DQ'd.
yeah.
Yeah,
Harvick
so
was
I was
DQ'd.
talking to Stream before I got into the voice chat. Does any Harvick fan in here really have wanted him to win today because of what happened? So you would have liked for him to have won and then had it stripped away from him?
It would have been better than finishing second and then getting a strip.
No.
I don't think
Oh
so.
no, because then
I do not think so.
I think it
Emotional
would have
damage.
been better. I'm already
Tony-
emotionally damaged.
Tony
It would have been
Meows.
at least a brief moment of hope.
Yeah, Tony Meows agrees with you. Tony Mouse
Hey.
or Meow says yes, he would much rather have seen him win and then get it taken away.
Hey guys.
I mean, hey, then people would have gotten mad and maybe they rescind it.
Here. Okay.
Yeah, and see, I agree with Darksy. Getting a win taken away is way worse.
Yeah.
I agree
Especially
with
when
you.
they're working on his final
Clear.
season.
Yeah,
But-
especially I
yeah.
agree.
Or I have the one taken away.
And another thing that we can talk about here while we're getting the doc done is Ricky Bobby and Cal Naughton led laps today.
Oh man, that throwback
that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
awesome.
And shame we couldn't get them both in one line.
All right. Check race reaction news. There's a document. It should work. Hopefully.
Awesome.
They just made this.
And then
Yeah, I see it.
Thank you.
I got it.
so that was cool. I think
Alright.
they won paint scheme of the weekend. Did you guys see how Briscoe came out for his driver introductions?
No, I couldn't,
yeah,
sadly.
that
He did the exact same thing
Oh
that
my
Cal
gosh.
Naughton did in the movie.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a great.
I didn't see I didn't see if
idea.
Priest did
Yeah,
anything
that made me
special.
cool.
Yeah, I didn't see if Priest did anything special. So anybody in the YouTube chat, let me know if he did. What's up, Crazy Duck? Thanks for joining us, man. What did you think of Talladega? Let me know your reaction to it. I thought it was a really good race. We'll get to the heat index shortly, but man, I thought it was a really, really
Loved
solid
this
race.
I absolutely love this race.
Yeah, that was an awesome race.
Yep. All right then. But let's just start with her with the let's just go with finishing position because
Yeah.
we've agreed that look at the easier track of. So on that note, let's begin with the obvious winner, Ryan Blaney.
That's
Yep,
right.
obvious 10.
Yeah, everybody in chat also agrees it was a great race. 3-wide racing was incredible.
Also,
And,
4 wide was amazing.
You guys fill out the doc because we'll average this stuff out between the document and this. We didn't last time because we didn't get enough submissions. So
I agree, Harmon. It was a great race. But yeah, I mean, Ryan Blaney, you can't give him anything less than a 10, right? I mean, that would just be kind of
Yeah,
going
I mean-
against, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not only did he win in the obvious race, he actually managed to win stage 1. And so yeah, on super
Yes, he
speedway,
did
that
win
kind of thing is
stage
hard to
1.
do.
Oh, so he got 6 playoff points today. That is insane.
Well, no, he got 50. We got a total, 6 playoff
6.
points and total of 50 overall points.
Which, I mean, the overall points don't even matter because he won the race.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, frankly speaking, I think I'm safe even saying that most everyone here thought he was screwed and didn't have him going much
Yep.
farther. But hey, he surprised us, and congrats to him. He's going on to his now second, or maybe I don't know how many.
I think this is his third round of 8.
Yeah, he's been there a number of times now.
Somebody in
It's
chat
just-
will let me know that we're both wrong about that, but until
Yeah,
then we're right. Until then we're right.
Yeah. Yep.
William Byron. I mean, he had already had the win, so I mean, to come home second, well, technically third, but second.
Yeah,
Good day. I mean,
he actually got funny story. He actually got more or regular points than Blaine did, as he finished second in both stages. So he was
Yeah.
consistently up
Byron
there,
got the most points of
battling.
anybody, and then Blaney was second, and third was actually Chase Elliott. So.
well, and him not having to worry about just the chaos probably put him in a much better just mindset too the entire day.
Yeah, true. But yeah, he didn't crash his car, or he got a lot of points. Granted, none of it matters because none of those points actually help him. But you know, good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, do they carry over it in the next round? Oh, I know he's already walked in.
No,
But does
Yeah.
it put him in a higher position in the next
I mean,
round?
he got
Yeah.
6 extra playoff points, so
So they
that's
do better.
massive.
Yeah, he just kind of it existed. Let's move on
To
Denny
Hamlin.
Hamlin.
Plus 50 going in, I'll give him an 8. Solid day for him.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this though. He got sent a lap down due to his own stupidity and speeding, and then he failed to get it back until that wreck, like when Keselowski spun Hocevar out.
Well, to me, that's.
He kind of shot himself in the foot there.
I'd rather be lucky than good. I know that.
Guys,
Yeah, I mean,
speaking of Keselowski, he was my prediction to win this race, and he finished 33rd, and I was disappointing.
Yeah, that was kind of a big.
But, okay, can I just say this? Can you please keep certain talk about certain drivers until we get to them, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like talking about Keselowski, and he's already back to 33rd. So
Yeah, just wait till we get to
Yeah,
them.
the rule. Just if you have anything to say about any driver that's not like the current driver we're on, then just save it. Unless it's a driver we've already talked about, then I guess you could say it.
Yes, or if it directly relates to them, as in
Yeah.
I'll explain later.
So
Anyways,
yeah.
Hamlin, I'd say 8 is fair since he finished
I was
third. He's well above the cut line.
What's up, Edgar? Thanks for joining us. We are giving our driver ratings, so we're on Hamlin. We're moving on to LaJoie now, so y'all in chat follow along. Darksea gave Hamlin a 7, which I mean he docked him a point for the speeding penalty too, so I understand that.
Yeah. But yeah. But no, I think we've spoken about Hamlin enough. Good day for him. LaJoie, I mean, giving him a 9.
I'll give him an 8. I mean, here's the thing. On super speedways, he's up there on super speedways. It wasn't shocking to me. It wasn't surprising. And I would almost venture to say, how many positions did he pick up after that late race thing that happened? If any. I mean, he might have already been up there, and I was just watching the big battle up front, so.
I mean, he was sort of up there, but I'm actually going to dock him to an 8 because he was kind of responsible for spinning Herbst out. I mean, granted, I think Herbst came down to side draft and Corey just wasn't ready for it, but yeah, he kind of spun Herbst at the end.
Man, Herbst gave Byron one hell of a push to push into Blaney to win that race.
Oh, yeah.
We'll definitely get to Herbst here in a second. So yeah, LaJoie is an 8 for me, and then Austin Cindric rounding out the top 5. That was a much needed performance for him. Yeah, and I agree, Crazy Duck. LaJoie is one of the better super speedway drivers, so it didn't surprise me that he was there.
I will need to say this about Cindric, though. He was a lap down for quite a bit, and he only got it back thanks to some lucky caution, like brakes, crash, and stuff like that. So, which I don't know if that was because of speeding or something else, but he, frankly speaking, kind of shot himself with the foot. So I can only give him a 7, but still, he needed at least something to go right this time.
Yeah, and this was a massive performance for him. Justin Haley, another. I mean, again, he's kind of like LaJoie on these super speedways. You expect those guys to kind of find their way up there.
I was disappointed with Justin Haley. I mean, sure, he got a good finish, but he didn't lead like any laps. I didn't see him at all. Didn't hear about him.
I mean, he got 4 points in stage 1.
I was expecting more.
Darksea is being rough on Cindric, guys. So I'm getting these late on the chat. There's a delay, but he gave Cindric a 5. That's a bit rough.
Why would you give him a 5 for a 5th place nice finish.
He gave him a point for every finish or for his finishing position, so 5 it is for him. That's tough.
But
Tough.
Haley,
Why?
I will say this for Haley.
You have to win
I
the
know we
race
talked
to
about
get
this
a
a good super
7.
speedway racer, but I think mainly the issue with that the equipment is just not letting him or Allmendinger for that matter show what they got. He was running up front decently well. He finished all right. Granted, he got some help, but I think a 7's warranted enough. And unlike some of the other guys we ranked already, he didn't shoot himself in the foot at any point.
That's true. Yeah, so I tend to agree. Let's see. So we move on to Chase Elliott, and I can't wait to hear Dice on this. Oh, what's up?
Actually, I had something to talk about Chase Elliott.
Yeah, we're on Chase. Yeah, let's go.
We're on Chase, so yeah, bring it on, man.
You remember that in the regular season finale at Daytona, you guys saw that Chase Elliott was running out front?
Yeah, he was close to grabbing it.
He was
Yeah,
fourth.
and in this race, he was also running out front, and despite caught up at that last lap crash, he finished 7th. So overall, solid.
Yeah, was it?
Not 6.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of echo that sentiment. I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. I'll give him a 7 for his finishing position.
I mean, he was definitely up front. I mean, I'm looking at the finishing positions. He got 7 stage points stage 1. He got 6 stage 2, and then he finished 7th. Overall, he was definitely running up front, and he was with his teammates. So I think generally he might have had a shot, but I think the Chevys just did not have enough pace.
Yeah.
Oh, Priest got 8th.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Ryan
that
Priest got
Ricky
8th.
was
Also,
so fast.
Dice and Darksy, I just added you guys as moderators to the live stream, so you should be able to do that now. Let's see. Priest, Ricky Bobby, and you know what? I should have done this. I am not creative at all. I almost put his name as Bobby and then Naughton Jr. on the ticker at the bottom, but I didn't because I have not a creative bone in my body. But Priest, I'm gonna give him an 8. I mean, dude, he showed up top 10 in that Wonder Bread car. That's all I wanted. I wanted him to be up there. He led laps. I'm giving him an 8.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was there.
Wow.
He didn't crash his car, or he was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I'm gonna give him an 8. It was a great day. And I'm also
I'm gonna give him a 9 just because that scheme was so cool.
that I can get behind that too.
All right then. Well, I think that's settled. Let's go now to Riley Herbst.
I'm also gonna give him an 8. That was a really good run.
That's the best, guys. That's the best finish for Riley Herbst in the Cup Series so far.
It is. It is. He as a matter of fact, now he's at. Well, no, because he got the extra position from Harvick, so his best was 10th before.
I said it would have been tied.
Yeah.
If not for Harvick's, I don't know how.
So.
Wait, when did Herbst finish 10th in the Cup Series?
Daytona 500.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep, his very first ever race. I agree, Crazy Duck. He did have a good run as Ricky. Does anybody here know off the top of your head? I don't want to detract from the conversation, but going right back to Priest, do we know if he finished better than Kurt Busch did in his Ricky Bobby scheme?
Yeah, because Ricky Bobby wrecked out. Yeah, he did.
Awesome. So Priest, he's got the best finishes Ricky Bobby so far. That's something to hang his hat on.
Well, I don't know.
Wonder
Bush is
Bread
Wonder
scheme.
Car.
Yeah,
His
would
Wonder
be.
Car. I don't know where he finished in that one though.
I think Kurt Busch crashed out of that race. So
Yeah,
I think
in the
he
Talladega one where he wrecked as Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
He wrecked out. But
Okay, yeah,
it
so.
was Wonder Bread car.
Well, no, it was his me car. Yeah. Moving on to Daniel Suarez, rounding out our top 10. This is a 7. He got a top 10. I'll take it.
Did you see how he was running?
And Darksy, listen, I want to touch on this too. So Darksy, he gave Cindric a 5 for a top 5, but then said, as a Herbst hater, I give him an 8. He was impressed. So he's all over the place today.
Is he never not?
What?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But hey, I mean,
With like half the drivers and then normal with the others.
True. Like,
the
half
ones that he hates
I
though.
wouldn't even rate a 9 because everybody was all over the place.
Hey, Brennan. Yeah, we've got to be basic with our scores, man, because dice adds them up. We can't Dave Portnoy this and do like an 8.4.
Really base the finishes as the main point or the runs, because like
That
Suarez
I
was
mean,
ran 30th for most of the race, so
I mean,
I don't think he
here's the
should get a high
thing
score.
with when we're rating drivers, we take the whole race into account. But the finish does have a lot more importance because that's what pays is your points at the end of the day.
If you're on stage 1 and 2, 30, 33rd and 38, I don't think you should get a high score.
Well, that's your choice. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Although I will say this about Suarez, he did get 5 stage points in stage 2.
Oh, very nice.
Thing. But yeah, he was running kind of badly during most of the race. But credit him, he's got up there.
Here's the thing with Talladega though, guys, and this is something that I will kind of point out. Sometimes they intentionally run bad at Talladega to stay out of things. I mean, Denny Hamlin did it at the end of stage 1. He was in a position to get stage points. But, it sometimes they will run bad on purpose, and I don't take the running position through the race too seriously for this track, because you can go from 30. I mean, Stenhouse went from 33rd to like the lead in like 25 laps today. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
Fair enough. But I think
now we move to Chandler Smith. Very solid today as well. I'll give him a 7.
Chandler Smith.
I'm gonna give him a 7. That was a great run today.
Chandler Smith, that was a good race. I mean, he's what, in a colleague car?
Yeah, Colic 13.
Yeah, in a 13 Colic car.
Yeah, I mean,
very good.
Probably most consistently running up front out of all the colleagues, or at least mid fat. So overall for him, he's showed out.
What's up, Hector? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so young guys today were really showing out. It was awesome. Todd Gilliland, 12th place finish. I'll give him a 7 as well. I liked it.
Yeah, the FRM 1, 2, 3 was
remember
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that time with I saw that one with them. What?
What's going on, guys?
What was going on?
We're on Gilliland right now. I gave him a 7.
Right, but yeah, Gilliland.
It's nice to see him get a top 15 after his streak died out, but
Yeah, because hasn't Gilliland had bad luck on restrictor plate tracks since he joined the Cup Series? What, last year?
No,
he's been great.
He's had really good runs, but the past like 5 or 6 races he's been pretty dismal.
Yeah. Top 10 last year and top 15 this year. He did pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
He got top 10 in the spring.
And now we move on to Cal Naughton Jr. I'll give him a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6 here.
Yeah, he had damage.
I mean,
I'll give him 7 because of
not
his
do as good. He did not do as good as Priest.
He did not. He
was running pretty dismally a lot of the race.
Who
some moments where he was on screen, but he did not perform.
Anybody that's not watching the YouTube stream, who wants to take a guess at what Darksea gave Gilliland? Because this is hilarious. I love it.
9. I'm gonna say that he gave him like a 10 or a 1.
3.
Yeah.
Well, he gave him a 10. He gave him a 10.
Damn, I was far off.
I don't understand what. Okay,
He said because this is the first race he's ever seen him in.
Yeah, Todd Gilliland in a 10. Bro, he had a streak of top 15s a whole month. Top 15s.
Well, to be fair, this was probably one of his most, seen runs because there was a moment where I saw him, Michael McDowell, and Riley Herbst all up front and running 1, 2, 3.
I mean, there was also Martinsville last year. I mean, not Martinsville this year in the spring. He was leading.
Well, Darksea's crazy, so we'll forget it.
Christopher Bell. Yeah, this is a 6.
Bell had some bad luck because in the beginning he got damage. I'm not sure from what, and then at one point I think his crew chief was like, "Hey, don't push anybody unless you absolutely have to until the end of the race," because they had the bear bond or something on the front of the car.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah.
Here's essentially the thing that happened with Bell.
15th. I mean, he got crashed. didn't get any stage points. They just didn't have it really. Toyota as a whole didn't have it.
Yeah, I mean Toyotas. I mean, we kind of saw it during the pre-race preview when they showed the design of the noses. The Fords will obviously have that flat one, when the Chevys are a bit worse, but they're not terrible. But the Toyotas have that weird like canting to them, so they don't really work that well in the drafts. And I think that's also part of why they don't perform that well in these drafting tracks in next gen era. They're just
Yeah.
terrible to pusher.
Who was the one that was talking about it? Like he said, every time we go 3 wide in the lead, we're always behind.
If somebody in the YouTube stream can let me know how the guys from Discord sound, are they too quiet? Are they just right? Let me know.
I watched the one from last time.
No,
Yeah,
I think he's talking
last time
something.
you guys were a little bit
I'm fine.
quiet, so
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, I was trying
Anyway.
to talk.
Tyler Reddick, let's go. Or no, Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
No.
Okay, Larson, Matt.
I saw some
He ran
persons that
good.
got disappointing with Tyler Reddick.
I mean, he got a good finish for Kyle Larson. Got a good finish for his.
Well,
super
not
speedway.
really, because he actually was up.
Well-
Because at one point it was Hendrick 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
and then I think
Yeah,
Larson
but-
was in that final last lap crash.
We are
So-
talking about Larson in the super
Did.
speedway.
Yeah, I said Larson.
Newman did too.
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
talking about Larson in
here's the
super
thing.
speedway.
Larson has a super speedway curse. He's never won on one. And he entered today like he was super close to the cut line today, so he exited the race with 15 points to the good. So I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, that's a great push.
I will say this though, he was consistently up front. He got 8 stage points stage 1, 4
Yeah.
stage 2, finished 15th. Overall, this was probably all he could really ask for a super speedway race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Porsche standards.
I'm gonna put Kyle Larson at an 8 just because he didn't do that bad at the super speedway.
Yeah, I mean that's fair too. I mean all things considered with the stage points, it's not a crazy score in my opinion.
But like Larson
No.
had a decent race.
Yeah.
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 Uh,
He did.
there was actually
And then just kind of
on
bad luck at
YouTube
the end.
stream.
Absolutely. Yeah,
All
everybody
right.
in the chat agrees too. It's probably the best super speedway race for Larson in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
we
let's
got-
move
This
on.
is Ganassi days.
Tyler Reddick. Reddick. He bad day.
Disappointing.
No stage
Uh,
points, I don't believe, right?
Oh no,
No,
we
I
got
saw
one
him,
stage.
but
He's
destroyed.
because he didn't get caught up in any crashes until the last
The
lap.
only time I think
Yeah,
I saw his
he got
other
destroyed.
was when he was almost leading at one point, and then I
He went
never
too
saw
loud.
him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was nearly leading at one point.
Anytime I saw him, it was his Toyota teammates doing better than him. So I don't think so.
I'll give him a 6. You know, not too. Actually, I'm gonna amend that to a 5. I'm gonna give him a 5.
I mean, I'm gonna say 5 because he's below the cut line right now, which is not ideal. I mean,
To be
I
fair,
think
he
can
was
get back above it.
yeah, and he's really good at. He's gonna be great at the Roval. He was below the
Assuming
cut
he doesn't
line.
get crashed.
He was below the cut line entering today too, though. So it's not dismal.
Yeah,
should be above
true.
the cut
He
line now,
actually
I think.
he picked up some points. So
Yeah.
Well, let me check the standings board.
I've
yeah,
got it
he's
up on the
not
stream
far
too. So
out.
he's 2 points below.
Yeah, 2 below.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took all the suggestions and put the points up on the screen. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like how this looks. That's exactly how I pictured it. would
Yeah.
look.
so we will move on to Almirola.
I
Oh.
mean,
Started on the pole and that was about it. I mean,
Yeah, he got the pole.
Yeah, I'm giving him an
I mean,
extra point. For
he
the
was on the
pole.
pole. He was actually running up. He did get back to the front for a brief moment, but frankly speaking, I think he just didn't have the ability to hold it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So also Tyler Reddick, he was -3 or -3 entering today, so he did pick up a solid point. So I mean, it's something, you know, it's one. So
I mean, it's better than nothing, but yeah, Reddick. I mean, Reddick seems to do good at super
Fine,
speedways,
Tyler
but
Reddick.
I don't know. I think he just kind of bounces around when it comes to finishes.
yeah,
I mean, I think it isn't. I think that his Toyota also wasn't helping him because Toyotas. It's safe to say at this point they are by far the worst. There's the super speedway cars.
that is a fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, but
Unless
back
you
to
have
Almirola,
experience like Denny
kind of
Hamlin, yeah, you're pretty much SOL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
we'll
mean,
go
frankly
to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, Almirola, he basically existed. Not much else. Aside from the pole. Martin Truex Jr.
At least he didn't wreck.
Yeah. The only
You
thing got
mean
caught up in a wreck.
yeah,
Hey, Nino's here.
Truex started 16th, finished 18th. Middle of the pack,
yeah.
pretty much
No
all
stage
day.
points.
Oh, no
Let's be
stage points at
realistic.
all.
He was
No,
trolling.
no, I
Let me
don't believe
check.
so.
Yeah, no, he got nothing.
Dude, that's
Five.
falling off.
5. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
he's still 17 points to the good, so
They're
he'd
just
have to have a
eating.
really bad
I mean, and
roval.
he'll probably be
team is
fine on the roval, but he's just disappointing, honestly.
Yeah, he has done nothing this whole
I mean, yeah,
season.
I mean,
No top,
I
not
mean,
top
They've been
15s.
bullied in the playoffs. They've had terrible race after terrible
Yeah.
race, and this
Yeah.
team hasn't had any good races. Like Chase Elliott fell off last year, but that team at least got top 5s and top 10s every now
and they
then.
won the roval.
15th place.
No, wait,
run.
not roval. Sorry, Talladega. This race
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
what
he
even
won last
happened?
year.
They haven't had it. That team is off, and they need to turn around
Yeah.
quickly, or they're going to be out in the round of 8.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
I
zero
agree.
top 15s. Zero. This
Cup,
kid,
and just losing
this
too
is
much
like his
going on.
second last year, and he's got to end it in Dang. Like, I don't know what he's doing wrong, but
Who are
he's
we
doing
talking
good
about?
shit.
Are we talking about Truex?
Truex.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Because it sounded like somebody was saying something about like Christopher Bell. So I was just trying to make sure that we were staying on the correct person.
I
Yeah,
didn't hear anything
but
about
yeah,
Bell, but
Truex is just the whole team has been off.
Here's a
They need to
shocking
pick it up
stat.
soon. They should be fine in the roval, but I would not put any money on him. Not that I have any
Next
money, but
up
it doesn't
is
matter.
Chris
Whereas
Busher.
money on Truex, put money on he's going to be out.
Martin Truex
We
has not
will,
had a top 10 since Watkins Glen, which was the first race we started doing these reactions. So
yeah,
that's
it's insane.
Yeah,
Our
I mean,
reactions are
granted, I didn't expect him to
solid.
run well because it's a Toyota. Those things are trash at the Super Speedway at the next gen, but still. Let's move on. Chris
Dude.
Busher.
Chris
So, I mean, not a
Busher.
great day, but he's still
He's
19
still above the
above.
cut line at
Yeah,
least.
by a good amount,
mean,
19.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna give him a 5. It wasn't spectacular. He didn't hurt himself though, so
No, and
mean,
Busher got no stage points either.
I'm gonna say 4 because, frankly speaking, this is RFK.
Actually,
Pretty much everyone
yeah, I'm
here
gonna
had
say
them in their.
I'm gonna give a 4
Everyone
just
had them
because
in
of how
their
strong the
fantasies.
Fords were supposed to be today, and how I
Yeah,
mean they were
frankly
strong.
speaking,
Yeah.
let's be realistic. Everyone here, unless you're a complete idiot, had Busher as their fantasy lineups, and this was a massive disappointment considering everything. I mean, Kozlowski crashed himself, and Busher finished
Yeah.
mediocre at best and got no stage points. This was
Yeah,
not
my
what we were
fantasy
expecting out of
line
RFK.
tried to. Bad.
And then AJ Allmendinger rounds out our top 20. I mean, that's a 5 for me.
mean, he was running terribly. He barely showed. He didn't. I don't think.
I don't think I saw. I don't. Yeah, I don't think I saw him at all today.
Yeah, I just saw.
I mean, I guess I'll give him a 5, but
He was there.
This guy just can't do it.
Yeah.
He needs to go back to Xfinity.
I think I saw him once this race, and it wasn't in a good way.
Yeah, so I didn't see him either.
Next
McDowell,
up
he
is
was
Michael McDowell.
he was
I mean,
shaking it up early. Not a great finish, but I mean it was
not a
awesome
great
seeing the 3
finish,
front row
no
guys
stage
up there.
points, but I saw him. He was making moves, and he definitely got himself a lot of screen time. And so, I guess for that, I'll give him a 5. But
I'm gonna go with a 4. He's supposed to be really good at these things, so to not have the finish at the end was kind of rough, in my opinion.
But yeah, let's
Stenhouse,
go.
man, he got wrecked, didn't he?
Wrecked.
Right? Oh yeah, no, he had that weird thing with he ran out of fuel at the end of stage 1.
Yeah, essentially he tried to hit the reserve switch on his car, but it just stumbled, and that caused Kyle Busch's back and that eventually results in Ross.
That wasn't. Yeah, I don't think that was. So I don't think that was anybody. I don't think that was anybody's fault. It was just a freak accident.
Yeah, I think at best you could pin it on the crew chief, but that's a stretch even in itself. So
I'm gonna give him. He had a really good car today. I'm gonna give him a 5 just for how good of a car he had until that happened.
Yeah.
Good today.
It's JTG equipment. And he was running up front for a little while, and then
we saw him a lot.
When he was back up front.
Yeah, we definitely
Now,
saw him a lot during this race.
I want to know what your all's thoughts of his paint scheme, red car.
Yeah, it looked more like a camel car to me.
Terrible.
It wasn't. It didn't compete with the other red car on the track, in my opinion.
That's true.
No, nowhere close.
Yeah, no.
I don't think anything could compete with the Wonder Bread car.
Right.
That's iconic. For
yes, Darksy. Dice is in the Discord call. So we will move to Bubba Wallace, and this is a tough one. This is
Oh,
bad.
Guys, Matt, Matt.
What's
disappointing,
up?
man. Like,
Did I?
Uh, Bubba Wallace, just like Tyler Reddick, was a disappointment because not only that he got that victory 2 years ago, but he's considered to be a great super speedway racer.
He really is, and I'm giving him
Not
a
the
2
next gen,
today.
he is.
Well,
honest, though,
here's the
not-
thing with Bubba Wallace. He is, in terms of talent, he is definitely good. I mean, Daytona 500 in the 2022, he nearly won that thing. We see him at the
He
end of
almost
these
won it
races a lot.
twice. He almost won it in
Yeah.
2018 as well.
not many
Yeah,
super
true.
speedway guys got a top finish, top 10. Not many, really.
Well,
DK
let's both,
Dillon.
yeah.
I'm gonna give him a
Well,
2. This was bad. I mean, this was an opportunity for him to really get himself above the cut line going into a track that he's not the greatest at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
frankly
if we
speaking,
had
Mark in
didn't.
this poll, then this would be
There's
very
not-
interesting.
And this is probably biggest surprise or biggest loser in my opinion. Yeah, or flop. He could be one of the three.
yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, Bubba Wallace overall was disappointing severely. It's not that he didn't have his moments. We did see him a couple of times, but he just completely flopped.
Yeah. We
Towards
move.
the end of the race, Bubba Wallace he was in the top 10, and then I think somebody got in front. He had hit the back off the gas or hit the brakes or something, and they basically he was in the middle, so they just freight trained him on the left and right, and it was
Yeah.
almost like he threw a boat anchor out the window, and whoop, all the way to the back he went.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Darcy wants me to say hi, so hi, Darcy.
Okay, well, Darcy, there's your shout out from Dice. Now you know which one is him. What's up,
Amazing.
Dennis?
What up, Darcy?
All right, Logano. Man, he had a really good car today. What happened to him?
Anybody
Yeah,
by like
I mean,
second highest was
he got
15
8
was
stage.
second highest, and he led 48. So
Wait, who
Yeah, I
we
mean,
talking about again?
Logano.
Bart
Oh, yeah.
Logano.
So what happened to him? Was he just in the wrong spot at the wrong time? Like he didn't wreck, did he?
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
he
from the
did.
looks of it, he was just in the wrong line or something.
I think he went 3 wide. He tried to make it 3 wide twice and it didn't work out.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's not that
believe
he didn't
so.
have a fast car. He got 8 stage 1, stage 2, 3 stage 1, but that doesn't really help him now that he's eliminated.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, if you're eliminated, I'm not going to give you any kind of credit for stage points at this point.
He did
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 5. He had a really good car, and they haven't had those recently. But I guess just wrong line, something happened. I don't know. It's Talladega, but
I mean, I'll give
Solid
him a
car.
5. I'll give him a 5 because he was running up front, but he did not finish.
yeah, it was bad.
And speaking of people who did not finish,
Yeah.
Kyle Busch.
Yeah, that was he couldn't have done anything worse today than what he did after last week. So I'm gonna give him a 2.
Yeah.
This
I mean, to be completely honest, the car seemed fast. I did see him up front, but then he just got stuck behind Stenhouse during that fuel stumble issue, and then got damaged on his car, which that's not
killed
his
it.
fault. But at the end of the day, I still expected more.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's your fault getting behind Ricky Stenhouse.
there and put a dent.
Well, you don't
Yeah.
expect this. Well, Stenhouse was actually a fast car, so that's a reasonable choice to make during this race.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
tell
mean,
him
you gotta-
like he had good runs. He had good run speed, but he was the earlier winner. Like that was because he basically because of an accident. So
Yeah. And speaking of
Gotta go in the Roval now.
another guy who had a really fast car and just doesn't have the finish to show for it, Eric Jones. He had a really fast Camaro
Oh,
today.
yeah.
You
What happened?
sure?
Yeah, he was
Lane and everybody will follow him.
Yeah, I saw him up there
Yeah, true.
for quite a bit.
Yeah. Allegiant, I think, is the sponsor for Jones. He was up in the front for a while.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
he was pushing the leader there for a long time. It was him and
Oh, yeah.
Logano that were pushing the front
Yeah, I
too.
did
I forget
see
who they
that,
were,
yeah.
but
like
he was doing like perfect pushes. I mean, right out of the going into the corner, he'd let off, and he'd be right sucked up to him right as they exit. So I mean,
That's true, but I will also say this. I saw him in the front, but I also saw him stuck in the back forever, and I think his finishing position reflects where he was running most of the race.
I mean,
frankly speaking,
I'll say this
I-
about that. So look at Denny Hamlin. Hamlin finished third today, and he was in the back the entire race.
Yeah.
So it all depends on
yeah.
how the lines
This
move. I
is
mean,
family.
he had a good finish but a bad run, and Jones had a good run and a bad finish. So it's
Yeah, like all
it's
the
one of
guys
those
who are
things.
fast, like the Logano's, Bush, Stenhouse, all those guys were in the early 20s, and the guys who weren't even in the race really, like the Suarez,
Yeah.
Haley, and
When we get to
LaJoy.
them, I'm gonna talk about the two brothers, but like none of the good guys finish ahead.
Well, we're getting to one of the brothers now. We're gonna get to Mr. Ty Dillon.
I mean,
He led laps today. He
He
was
led laps,
he
he
got
ran
some numbies,
15.
man.
I mean,
He got
Wait,
10.
Ty Dillon actually led laps?
Yeah, he led
Quite a
laps.
few of them
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
funny.
Just like
Not even
Texas.
caution laps. Like led laps. Like he led them.
It wasn't
I will
on.
say-
It wasn't on any kind of green flag strategy. I mean, he was leading them.
He truly
mean,
let him, and we can.
Was
yeah, I
it
mean,
over, like,
he
bad
legitimately managed to get his
stops,
car to the front
or-
somehow for a little.
Yeah, it
Two
just
different
pisses me
times.
off
He
that
did it in
finished
2
28.
stints, which was hilarious.
He was doing
So,
so
Jay,
good, and
what
it
do
just
you
pisses
think?
me off that he got an 8. I mean 28, or I mean 27.
27.
I'm gonna
Ty
give
Dillon got
him.
27.
I'm gonna give him a 5. I mean, a terrible finish, but I mean, he led laps today. Let's go.
I mean, this is better than he usually does.
Guys, look at the comment on YouTube. Darkseek says, I gave Ty Dillon a 9. Ty Dillon the god.
Yeah,
He's
that's
good.
that's
I like Ty
Darksea.
Dillon.
That's
I like Ty
Darksea.
Dillon so much as a person, but
Yeah,
that's
that'd
ridiculous.
be pretty obvious. That's the
I
way
mean,
Darksea is.
yep. I think if we made a graph with the whole Europe outliers thing, I believe you would find Darksea as the outlier, 17 out of 10 times.
Yeah, 100%, and that's why we love Darksea.
Yep.
We all
All right,
anyways,
on to Bowman,
Or,
Alex
Alex
Bowman.
I
Dude, he got wrecked right at the end, didn't he? Right, he got wrecked.
Bowman the showman.
I think he got
I-
caught up in that pile up in the end.
I think so.
Yeah, he
but-
hasn't got
He
wrecked.
was running good, wasn't he? He was leading the
I
Hendrick
mean, he
line
was
there.
leading.
Yeah, he got
Like, he was
shuffled
leading the
out, and he was in the
Hendrick
back.
line,
He
he was
probably got caught
running.
up in that crash somehow. But something
Yeah, he
interesting
was.
is he didn't finish the race.
Actually, hold on. No, he wasn't part of the crash.
Oh,
He
he
was
did,
just
he did.
behind. He just
was
checked
right
up a
behind
lot
him.
compared to the other guys.
Really?
I'm looking at his
No,
car.
right at the end of the race, it was Bowman, Harvick, Blaney, and I think there was one other person.
Elliott.
They were
Yeah.
all in the top 4 with like 10 to go.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they
And
left him
I think
out
Elliott was up there as
middle.
well. Yeah, like
Yeah.
10 to go, and they were all just fighting and clawing to try and stay in front of
I need
everybody
to,
else to win.
for my
So-
score, I need to know, did he get wrecked or did he just check up?
No, he
Being-
just
I
checked up
think
way
he
too
got
much.
wrecked.
I thought he got wrecked, to be honest.
'Cause
I
he
thought
was like
he's,
He was like in 20th or 21st, and I didn't see him. I didn't see that purple car get turned around.
Well, yeah, he got shuffled back at the end, but he definitely was fast, and he was and he did lead a number of laps. So
I'm going to give him a 6.
I'll give him a 6 because I don't believe the wreck was his fault, and he did do well.
Showed up at the end, almost had a shot at the win, so 6.
Yep.
I mean, got
pretty good.
stuff that wasn't
Yeah,
Now
Nice
we are
cloud,
going
isn't
to
it?
get Loud for McLeod, 29th
Yes,
place
sir.
finish.
Yeah,
Another
better.
top
Yeah.
30 in their farewell season.
I'll take it.
I'll give him a 3.
Yeah.
Solid 3.
So,
I guess I'll give him a 3 as well, but I can't do anything higher than that because he was definitely laps down.
Yeah. So,
Guys, you want to
Next
explain
up
yourself?
is
Since you
Brandon
kind
Poole.
of are the outlier right now with a 6.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
just
didn't
want
really
to
get
make a
failure.
clarification on the Bowman thing right now.
Darcy
No,
and
I'm completely wrong. He was all the way in the back.
so what was it
He
now?
was.
Darcy, you put it 8.
so I'm a little bit tired right now.
Guys
I can't
has
do the
BJ
rest of
McLeod
the
at a 6.
little document stuff.
Oh, who gave him a 6?
Me.
Dice.
Oh, Dice. So yeah, can you give us an explanation of the 6?
He didn't have mechanical failure. He finished higher than Brad Keselowski at Talladega, Ty Gibbs, Austin Dillon, Carson Hocevar, Ross Chastain, and Kevin Harvick.
Well-
Everybody except Harvick basically was in an accident.
I'll say this.
He
The
finished higher
most
than
the
the
most
crash.
The most convincing part of that argument was the no mechanical failure, and I will say that it's a valid opinion because of that.
Congratulations, they built a car.
They built a long-lasting car. We're gonna move to Brennan Poole in 30th.
I
Man,
mean,
he
with
needs to
laps
dye his hair.
down,
Sorry, but that was bad.
I know this car is not good, but
He got beat by a Live Fast car on pure speed. I don't think it gets much worse.
Yeah, he's right.
I mean, I know his
In a
car is not
rare
good,
car,
but
so, yeah.
I mean, he's in a Ford though, so
Yeah, the whole
Ford
point
is
of
supposed
Brennan
to be
Poole is
strong.
supposed to get a
Some of
finish
them
to be in
weren't.
owner points, but he couldn't do that. So I don't know.
Brennan Poole ran the 15 today, right, guys?
Yeah. His
Yeah,
whole point is
15.
just to get higher in owner points, and that didn't even happen. So I wouldn't give him a good score.
I'm gonna give him 2.
This race.
I mean, to be completely honest though, I don't really know who you hire to get higher in owner points, except for Herbst, but you know he's taken. I guess only want to hire Custer, but I don't know if he's good super speedways.
Well, he's trying to take care of the 51.
Probably.
We moved to Harrison Burton, 31st. I don't think I saw him at all today.
I don't know
Wait,
where
what?
he went.
Wait, how did he DNF? I know he was in that wreck with Kez.
On NASCAR.com for Harrison Burton, it says suspension.
Suspension? I think.
Yeah, he had a mechanical issue then.
I think something went wrong with that car. I don't really know what happened, but
Yeah, because I don't think that crash took him out. If you see the video, he just got a bump.
I think
I mean,
I think I heard one time this race, and it wasn't a good idea. It wasn't for good.
Oh, yeah.
Brad Keselowski. So he who wrecked him? Who was that?
I think
Nobody, himself.
Brad wrecked himself there.
He did.
He
No, Brad
learned
did not.
nothing.
That's right. Yeah, never mind. You're right because they came back up the track and got him right.
Yeah, well, essentially, well,
but Brad
Yeah.
got it because he deserved it. He caused it and got it right
Brad
back.
did not learn from Daytona. He learned nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 3.
yeah.
This was really bad. He had a decent car, not a great
I'm
car,
not giving
but
him a 3. I'm giving him a 1 because that was completely self-inflicted, and even before the wreck, he was not running very well.
I'm not gonna go to a 1, but you've convinced me to dock him a point and give him a 2.
Okay, yeah, he did get. Okay, yeah, he did get.
I think you guys forget that.
Okay, yeah, he got stage 2. I'll give him that.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, never mind. He gets a 4 because he did win stage number 2.
Yeah, he did. I'm still going to give him a 2 though.
Keselowski was running up front for quite a bit before the wreck that
He
basically
caused.
collected somebody that,
Yeah, he caused.
yeah.
Not
But a wreck
collecting nothing.
that collected a couple other guys that we're going to talk about. And they came back up and clipped Keselowski in the left rear. And I would probably say, I mean, you could add a point or dock a point. I'm not sure however you guys wish to go for it. But Keselowski did catch a little bit of airtime on the way down.
Yeah, airtime. I'm more concerned about that.
He very nearly literally caught airtime. The car was going up.
Him, Briscoe, that's two Fords that almost got airtime. Briscoe was a year ago, though.
Hey, what's up, Double A? Thanks for joining us. We're giving our driver grades. We are already down to Austin Dillon, so join the fun.
Feel free to fill out the form here.
Yeah, we've got the form as well. Dice is going to submit that. Feel free to do that.
Feel free to submit your picks because it affects the overall scores, so you guys should totally fill it out.
Absolutely. Austin Dillon. Worse. How do you finish worse than your brother Ty Dillon? He did. So.
Well, he did that last week.
Got involved in that wreck with Keselowski.
Yeah,
was he an innocent that got taken out?
Yeah, he was completely innocent. Brad Keselowski hit Hocevar, Hocevar came down, hit him, and then he went up the track.
He hit hard, like that's
yeah.
similar to Dillon.
Yeah, he got Dillon.
He gets. Then I don't know, because here's the thing. I think I need to amend my scores. No, I'm gonna give Dillon a 4. Keselowski gets a 4. Keselowski should have gotten a 5, but since he did it to himself, he loses a point. So yeah, they're both 4s.
I mean, I'm saying for Austin Dillon, he's getting a 3 because he did get stage points. So he was running up front, had at least a semi-competitive car at dark. So we can't put zeros even if we believe they deserve it, dude. But yeah, Dillon, not that he wasn't completely slow, but
30th in points, 10 DNFs, Jesus Christ, poor Jesus Christ, what a season.
Ty Gibbs. He had
Guys,
the
take it easy.
he had the fire thing with his catch can or his
That
gas
took him
can.
out.
No,
What are
I
you
don't.
talking about?
No,
They said Ty
Oh,
Dillon. He
no,
got
it
hit
did-
out in a crash. He
No,
got
it
taken
didn't.
out in the
That
same crash. I think
I
Kozlowski
was
did.
yeah, I was just saying the gas can thing was hilarious, but
Yeah, he said,
Yeah.
Ty Dillon in the 55 car had a fireball going down. That's what Rick Allen said.
Yeah, I
right.
think he just got tricked up by the names, but yeah, he got
Yeah,
caught in the
hey,
crash.
so dumb.
I'm pretty sure he was an innocent bystander, but I don't think he was running very well either. So
Yeah.
I guess
solid.
I
I'm gonna give him a
guess-
3.
Great.
I don't know. I'll give him a 2, I suppose.
The second worst
I feel like
Toyota.
he
It was the second worst Toyota, in my opinion, during that race.
This guy, he didn't have
Actually,
it.
I thought he was the worst Toyota.
All right.
Yeah.
Osavar.
Osavar
He
is
got
next.
hosed, didn't he?
Yeah, he was the guy who got spun off of Keselowski, which, I mean, to be honest, Brad hit him in the middle of the tri-oval, which is the point where your car's loosest. And frankly speaking, I don't think Hosevar did anything wrong. I think he just came up the track to try and join the lane, and Keselowski hit him in a bad spot, and off he went.
Who
Although,
just did
to be
that?
honest, though, I will say this, though. This was, even without that crash, though, that was his least impressive performance out of all of them, because he went a lap down on pure speed, not from penalties or anything. He just flat out lost the draft at some point. And,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was running. Yeah, he was getting back towards the front and during when he got crashed, but he overall was running. The only real thing he did was he managed to beat Hamlin to get hit the waiver under Lucky Dog at the end of stage 2. That's all he really managed to do.
Is most rookies like Herbst perform better in the speedways than they would at Bristol, but Hocevar is the complete opposite. But I mean, he doesn't have much experience in these cars, so I mean, I'll cut him some slack.
Yeah,
He can
I mean,
race real race
Yeah,
tracks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
legacy.
I'm gonna give him a 4 because I mean I don't know what he would have done, but he gave me enough hope the last few races to say he might have done all right.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Guys, I'm a bit tired now. I should just.
Alright, then.
okay, see you later.
Yeah,
I'll
Darcy,
say,
Darcy, I have no idea
good.
where that came from. So, for those of you guys that aren't watching the stream, I don't know how this happened. It actually, I'm surprised I kept my composure during this, but a fart sound just played like loud as hell in my ear.
Yeah, I think
I thought that was the Discord call.
I heard that, and that's what I was laughing about.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, so-
I heard that.
Okay, so there's a
yeah.
prankster in the Discord call. I gotcha.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
guess
but
is
yeah,
Lively. He does that. That's literally all he does when he joins the VC is just play random
fair enough.
sound
But
effects.
anyways, finishing on Hocevar,
Yeah.
this was his lead impressive performance. He was an innocent bystander, wasn't running well, whatever.
I mean,
it
he
is, so
did
be
better
it.
than the vomit comment last year. So
I guess. Let's go to JJ Yeley.
Well, I mean, one. I don't
One
know.
or two, just because he pretty much was there and then not.
he was 55 laps down.
I mean, according to NASCAR.com, it says he had an
Fuel
issue
pump.
with fuel pump. So, I mean, I don't really know. I guess I'm gonna give him a 1 because you didn't do well at all.
Yeah.
You just kind
Yeah.
of. I mean, all you really did was slow up the inside of the line when you were getting lapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Chastain, I really just want to put like an F because like I feel so bad. Like he just got taken out for no reason. Like
I mean,
Trying to make a
Yeah,
hole.
he was
He
running
dive bombed
good.
it. Take a look.
Looks like
Take
a
a look
tell,
at
and
what
then
he
now,
got
so
flipped or something on the wall. You want?
I don't know what to. I mean, I don't even know how to score him because we didn't even get to
here's the
see him.
thing. I mean, I was watching him more closely because I like him. He wasn't. I'll be honest. He wasn't really running that well, but he was getting up towards the field at the end. And I think had Stenhouse's car held out long enough, he probably would have finished at least okay. So I think his car had enough in it, as we saw from Suarez. But he just got stuck in a situation that wasn't his fault, and then he just tried to make an aggressive move, and it didn't really work in his favor. Not because of anything as his own doing, just bad luck. So,
now
but
we have
he was also not running
interesting
well.
Happy Harvick.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is.
man.
I am so interested to see what everybody scores this because I'm conflicted.
Yeah, me too. I was sad he lost, and then I'm like, well, since he got DQ'd, I'm like, well, good thing he didn't win.
That as a matter of fact, Double A just chatted too. and said that they're glad that Harvick didn't win because that would have been absolutely tragic, especially with this being his last season.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
this one,
the roller coaster of emotion that would have been?
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
would have. I mean,
Crazy.
I'll wait. I mean, frankly speaking, from an objective POV, he was a fast car. He was running up front, and he did have that power.
Now,
But
what was it? The windshield snaps or something? That what?
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, it was like lowered.
Wiper snapped or something.
Was
effectively
it
was
was it
the
anything
thing
that could have affected the arrow or the downforce or anything
Yeah,
like
hold on.
that?
Let me look at the tweet.
I've got the official rule break here. It basically says that you have to have your windshield perfectly flush with hit the frame of your car, and that all the fasteners for said windshield must be properly secured. That's what they bopped Harvick on because his windshield fasteners were not secured, and therefore it could have been potentially bending in or bending out, something like that.
Yeah, so something like he did in Las Vegas, no? 2019 Las Vegas, he had the windshield.
Well,
28.
that was Atlanta 2018, and the back windshield was caved in. I remember that.
I'm pretty sure it was Las
Flexgate, yeah.
Vegas, but yeah, it was.
No, the rear window or flexgate, as a lot of them have called, that was Vegas 2018.
There you go.
Because
Okay, yeah.
it was early in the year because Harvick went out and just smoked him at Phoenix the following week, and in the victory
Well, because
celebration,
he wanted
owned the
Atlanta
crap
too,
out of
though,
the
because
rear.
I was at the race. He wanted Atlanta. I thought something happened from that one
was
too, but
no, it was Vegas. Because when he wanted Phoenix, he went and just beat on the rear window to tell NASCAR, "Hey, this damn thing's solid. You guys ain't bopping me this time."
solid. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
yeah.
what to give him. I mean, he had a really fast car, but I don't know if the arrow from that windshield thing did anything. So
I mean, it could have helped him a bit. I'll give him that.
Hello?
But how much?
In reality, he
I
cheated.
don't think it would have helped him at all.
In reality,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that he cheated, even though he didn't know it or nothing. Technically in the rulebook, it says he cheated. He DNQ'd.
I mean, it's
I don't think
true.
you should get a good grade.
And
At the end,
well,
you
and that's
DNQ'd
another
him.
thing
You
too.
cheated.
So let me ask you guys this. Let me know your thoughts on this. If a guy literally has his result thrown out, like in this case, he was completely DQ'd, do we even score it?
I don't know.
Aim the lowest
I
score
don't
as
know.
possible.
Because I
You know
mean,
what, Dice? You know what, Dice?
Yeah,
Let's-
Dice,
I'll
what do you
ask Dice,
think?
You're the one who makes it, so what do you think?
We're not doing anything below a 1 because
well, no. So, but I'm saying,
Do we even score him?
yeah, do we score
We
him?
even give him a score because of his result getting thrown out.
Then I guess we have to give a 1.
Maybe the shop probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that highlights Sam a less favorable result than he actually was running, and
He was technically cheating throughout the whole time. so
I
should he
would
even-
really like that idea, but I think we could
I
do
mean-
it. But if we're averaging it overall the whole playoffs, Talladega is just not gonna count. Like it won't affect him at all. It's like he
True.
never even raced here, which I don't
Yeah.
think is right because those other 9 races, when we average this up, I don't know.
Well, but I
It's
mean,
just a
the
weird
way I
situation.
look at it is NASCAR. He got 0 points today. It is literally like he did not show up today.
I think he got 1.
No, I don't.
But
Yeah, he
you-
has one.
He
Well,
got
he got 1 point, but the stage points and playoff points that he got, if he did get any, they basically just got stripped because of the DNQ.
Well,
because
then
of
I
the
say
shop probably did, not
what
Harvick.
I guess everybody can score him how it is. Me personally, I'm going to give him a 1 for the amount of points he earned in this race. And honestly, I don't even think he should be scored.
I mean,
But
give him a 1 since he
I'm gonna-
DQ'd.
I'm
Going
gonna say
forward,
this.
though, if anyone ever gets disqualified or R&D Center automatic 1, but since people have already went ahead and submitted the form and they put 9s, and 10s,
that's
we're
fine.
gonna have
That's
to-
fine.
I mean,
Don't
I wanna say this.
don't change any grades. But I mean, yeah, that's just my personal belief. If they
I
get
don't
DQ'd,
forward.
it's like they didn't show up.
Going forward, it'll be a 1 no matter what.
Well, I want to say this though about these DQ situations. As I said before, we rate these things based on the driver, not the teams. That's why we rank Christopher Bell fairly well in some cases, even when his pick completely fails. Which actually, speaking of Christopher Bell, I know it's a bit off tangent, but I think his picker actually didn't completely fail, although they didn't usually really get much to do.
Well, my thing though is he had this advantage, or air quote advantage, the entire race. So how do we really judge how he did?
Whether
Yeah,
you like it or
true.
not, he drove cheating.
I don't
And
feel like
at
they
the end
did
of the
that
race says it.
intentionally. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
but
intentionally
no.
cheating, you do something different. You don't just leave a few fasteners on the windshield.
Unintentional or
Limit
not, he
race.
got 0 points, and NASCAR
Yeah.
DNQ'd him. So
I mean,
he,
what
at
would he
the end,
gain
he.
from that?
He's not
If
really
anything,
cheating,
hurt
though.
him, like,
Well, if you
Like, your
gain,
reasoning
well,
is
it doesn't
he's
matter if you
cheating.
gain something. You're supposed to follow a rule, and if you don't follow that rule, you're out because you
I mean,
cheated.
But
I
he's
follow
not
the
cheating, though.
I follow the same sentiment, honestly. I mean, even if the rule is stupid, it's a rule, and you
Like,
know,
yeah, he didn't follow the rule,
if
but he
it's
wasn't cheating.
it's not like it's a loose lug nut or something. I mean, we're talking about something that literally got him DQ'd from the race. I mean, he just didn't get his finish. So
Whether you like it or not, he cheated, and if
this,
and
you
if
know,
you
Not
it's
get
cheating, though.
advantage for
Cheating is
cheating and
intentionally
keep
bending
your
the
points,
rules. I feel like this was accidental.
yeah.
well,
But at the end of the day,
regardless,
it's
you
Well,
know,
yeah,
Cheating
but
It's
you
not
can't
cheating,
you
though.
can't define
If
that
you mean it
though.
or not.
Yeah,
still
I feel
cheating.
like
Was
this was
Denny
just
Hamlin
something that was
cheating?
kind of an accidental thing.
yeah.
Because if we
So
go back to the flex gate from
Coconut.
2018, that's a little bit more of a gray area because we really don't know if
There was
the
no
rear
rule
window
the
There's
first
no
brace
rule.
time.
broke
No, they
during the
definitely did that
race
on
or if
purpose to gain a narrow
they,
advantage. There's just no rule to
yeah,
break
that's
this
what I'm
time.
wondering. Some
well,
people
but
think
hold
that
on. No, the
they did it on
reason,
purpose.
but here's the
Some
thing, though,
people
that
think
the Flexgate thing, though, they explained that afterwards. It doesn't matter if it broke during the race or not.
Wait,
yeah,
who was the flex skate driver again?
They were required to
Harvick.
fix it. They
Oh,
could
I
have
guess
fixed it.
2018.
So
Wait, who was the flex skate driver again?
Harvick
Harvick, 2018
again.
Harvick,
Las
So
Vegas.
Yeah. That
so,
Prime
was.
race.
but anyway,
Yeah, that was.
we'll just give it a 1 here. You guys, me personally, that's what I'm going to give him. I'm not going to tell anybody else how to grade.
Going forward, anybody
I'm
gets
just-
DNQ'd, and if say going forward, like if someone gets those R&D penalties, like a couple days after the race, all their scores are just going to be counted as ones. But since people have already went ahead and submitted this form, I'm just going to have to count it as whatever you guys believe for Harvick today.
Well,
And if Harvick has the same thing next week, he's going to be an auto 1.
me personally, I think people can vote how they want. I'm just putting my point out there that's why I'm going to do it. But there are other people though that don't think that it was cheating, and you know, if they don't want to take points away for that, I'm fine with that.
I mean,
I
yeah,
just want to set
guess
the I want to set the precedent that no matter what it is, I'll give a 1. But it's a free country.
Yeah,
You guys can vote how you
think
want.
I think leaving it up to the particular voter or scorer is the best choice. I'm just not gonna score because I'm not gonna. I don't want to open a can of worms.
Yeah, I'm
So.
gonna score him based off of the
Here,
speed
well,
that
then I'm
he
just gonna
had
count his
and where he
score
was
to 1 at least.
supposed to finish.
That's all.
But I did factor in the DNF. So
Yeah. So,
All right.
biggest
Alright,
winner
so,
we've already talked
Mikey
about.
finished second, but I took off.
Biggest winner, Blaney. We've already we
Yeah.
know this. Just
Biggest
write him down
loser.
for historical purposes.
I think so. I'm gonna have to put Bubba somewhere in the biggest loser or biggest flop. Probably biggest loser would be Chastain since Bush already did himself in last week, and then I'll give my
Yeah.
biggest flop to Bubba. And then the biggest surprise I would say is Herbst. I mean, the dude was until he got wrecked, he was about to get a
That's
top
true.
5. I mean, he could have won.
Yeah, Herbst was definitely a very strong contender.
He qualified really well. He was up front most of the
Can't
day.
drive
I
an
mean,
Xfinity car, but you can drive a Cup car.
At least in a super speedway. I mean, I'd
Yeah.
like to see him. I'd like to see them.
Richmond yet.
Yeah, I'd like to see him talk about Charlotte.
Harvick is the biggest loser.
yeah. And then
But yeah, and
the heat index,
and-
I'm gonna give this thing. This thing was good. I'm gonna probably give it a 9.
Flop. We skipped flop, didn't we?
Oh well, I gave Bubba my flop.
I'm thinking about
and who I
flop.
guess oh
I'm
I say you gave the surprise to Bubba, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Or no, I gave
Okay.
flop to Bubba. Surprise, I gave to Herbst.
Surprise was the good one because
I'm giving flop to Bush because
I'm giving it to.
he
giving it to
basically ran
Raj.
terribly. He needed to run better, and he was a previous
With
winner.
Harvick, man. Just because
Put it Raj.
you know.
I'm giving flop
I
to
mean,
Kozlowski.
I'm also
Okay.
seeing
I gave flop to
Kozlowski,
Harvick.
which I also can agree with
Yeah,
because he
Give it
these
crashed
are all
himself.
good. These are all valid names that we're throwing
Yeah,
out.
I mean,
yeah,
on these super speedways, there's a lot of people you can say he failed.
Everyone failed except Ryan Blaney, if you think about it.
Technically, you're right.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
me and Byron. Byron was
Unless you
Especially-
tied down, you got a 27.
Well, and especially this race with Ricky Bobby in it. If you ain't first, you're last. So, yeah,
Damn right.
Yep.
we had
Well,
37
Harvick got
losers
the
today and one
definition
winner.
Harvick was kind of the definition of the if you ain't first, you're last. because he wasn't
True.
first, but he was
And
last.
he became last. And
I'm
the
sorry.
race, Ricky Bobby shaking bait cars. I love it. I love the
So,
irony.
let's throw this thing on the heat index and wrap it up, guys.
I'm gonna say 8 out of 10.
That was a good super
Honestly, I'm gonna
speedway
give him-
racing for the next
I'm giving
gen.
him a 9.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 9 as well. That was a phenomenal race today.
Yeah, I mean 3 wide, which is rare to
Carson
see
gives
in
it a
these
5
next
out
gen
of 10.
races.
He just mad that
4
other-
wide at one point.
I give it a 7, but yeah, it was really good compared to the other next gen super speedways.
Yeah, I agree.
Galaxy
Alright,
being the
and-
I
outlier.
agree. Totally.
Yep.
What's
And with that, unless anyone has anything else to say, I believe we're done here.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's
I
just-
will. For everybody in the
Dylan should
Discord,
got a better finish. Says that.
for everybody in the Discord, after we get off of this stream, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll tally up to see if anybody picked the race winner right today. See if anybody picked Blaney for the challenge.
I didn't.
I don't think
Actually,
I did.
yeah.
Actually, do you want to just do that, like, post it in the Reese reaction chat or something like that?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna put it in chat. I'm not gonna do it on stream. So
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, well, in that
Awesome.
case,
Everybody, if you guys are still wanting to submit the form, if you haven't done the document, what we're gonna do is if you have till the like tomorrow at like 3 Eastern to submit it, and then after that, I'm gonna tally up the results, send the averages to Matt, and then get like the most popular, biggest winner and stuff like that, and then we'll do the
Cool.
community posting. And we didn't do it last week because we didn't get enough submissions. So
awesome. Well, I'll see you guys. I'm gonna end up this stream and then I'll talk to y'all in chat.
Matt, real quick, one thing I just
Yep.
saw in the stream chat, Double A said give him like a NA.
Yeah, I don't know if
When we
we.
talk
I don't
about
know if we.
Margaret.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that.
I mean, I kind of did
For
that.
the well, I know, but for the school, we'll talk about it with Dice. Dice is the stat guy, so
This is Larry Mack.
yeah,
Oh, the
he's
That part, yeah.
he's America's moderator. So we'll check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
can do it
so
here.
appreciate you guys. We will do it again next week.
Anybody on the stream, have fun. Talk to you next week.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody for sticking around. It was fun. America runs on dicey. I agree. I agree with that sentiment. So let's wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We had a lot of fun today. It was a great race. Great race overall. Ricky Bobby was in it. Cal Naughton was in it. Thank you, Dice, Darksea, for helping me out on the moderation and everybody on the Dogleg team. I definitely appreciate you guys. We will be back though next Sunday night to recap the Wild Roval race that we're gonna see. So, I believe Track History Homestead will be out on Friday. Only one upload this week for the regular content. Just got back from Talladega, super tired. So, gonna get to bed here. Had a 6-hour drive home at 4 a.m. this morning just to get in time to watch the race. So. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Join the Discord. Go to the About section of the channel. Join us over on Discord. We have over 150 people. Those guys that you heard in the background, they were able to join the conversation, talk directly to us. Yep, see you, Cameron. Cameron joined the Discord after last week, so follow in his footsteps. Come on over. Join us for some fun. It's a great time. But with that, I will love you and leave you. Peace out, guys.